No wise guys.
See that?
It was working earlier.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. My name is Jason Perrin, and I am the proud principal of Londonderry High School. We welcome and congratulate the families and friends of our 13th graduating class from the Londonderry Adult Education Program. This program really is one of the crowning achievements of our school district, and it is led by an incredible group of teachers to my right, whom I know will be introduced by our director, Mr. Greg Warren. We also have, it's supported by a very caring community and certainly by our school board, administrative staff, and district office. I'd like to introduce them, if I may. To my right, the Director of Guidance, Mr. Michael Dolphin. Assistant Principal during the day and the Adult Education Program Director, Greg Warren. To my left is Mr. George Herman, School Board. Mr. Ron Campo, Chair of the School Board. Mr. William Hicks from Campbell High School. Assistant Principals Paul Dutton and Art Salidas. Behind them are John Robinson, School Board. Steve Young, School Board. Nathan Greenberg, Superintendent of Schools. Katie Sullivan, Assistant Principal. Andy Corey, Assistant Superintendent. And Mr. John LaFerrier, School Board. Graduates, this is a wonderful achievement in your lives, and everyone in this room is very proud of you and here to celebrate with you this evening. Tonight is a very, very special night, and it was brought about by a lot of people, your family, your friends, your parents, this teaching staff, and a person, a very important person who helped lead in your journey, your director, Mr. Greg Warren.
You made me so happy the cap of my pen fell off. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well tonight. I hope you can hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me in the back. Everything's good. Excellent. I don't need to say my name again, as you've already heard it 3 times, but I am very proud to be one of the assistant principals here at Londonderry High School and also to be the director of the Adult Education Program. Very proud of all the young men and women that are sitting here in the front row for the accomplishments that they have achieved and the diploma they will receive in a few moments. Part of my job as being the director is to address the class, which I love doing. And as time goes on, this is our 5th graduation. I say our, meaning Ms. Panarello and me, who's my assistant. And it just is probably one of the better parts, just seeing all the faces out there, seeing the smiles, because a lot of them weren't smiling sometimes when I'd see them at the high school. But it's nice to see smiles out there and to see you feeling good about yourself. Okay, I promise I'm not going to bore you with a long speech, because some of you already started rolling your eyes. I saw that. I promise, but I do want to touch upon one topic. I'm a little quirky, that's why I'm the Director of Adult Education as well, so bear with me. I was trying to think of something to write, something to talk about a few hours ago. So I sat back and I thought about the characteristics that have made me successful in education and in life in general. And that's typically what you hear at a graduation. But this will take an interesting twist. You know, I tried to think of an educational quote, or I looked at my book of Proverbs that I have. I Googled a few words, inspirational words, and okay, yeah, we'll see how that works. Then, something you guys all near and dear to your hearts, my cell phone rang. And I listened to the ringtone. I paused, and then it came to me. My sons had set a ringtone on my new Droid that I got for Christmas, which I'm very excited about. And it was Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars speaking to Luke Skywalker. Huge Star Wars fan. If you go in my office, I have a poster of Star Wars. And the quote is, when they call, it says, who is the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him? And we talked about it, my sons and I have 3 boys. And I'm going to tell you the answer to that question. It's not the fool. If you have a dream, like the one you made happen tonight, getting your diploma, reach further, realize it, and capture it. Along the way, you may hear some people calling you a fool. Don't let it bother you. If you are confident that it is the right thing for you to do, then go for it. And every once in a while, look over your shoulder. Bottom line, be a leader. Do what you do and not what others think you should do. Don't let others dictate the direction your life takes. Very important. This was something that was always stressed to me. The one thing I always remember, and that's why I'm going to stress it to you as you move forward. Good luck, and I wish you all the best in the future. Thank you. And I'm going to introduce the next speaker, which will be our superintendent, Mr. Nathan Greenberg, with some congratulatory remarks.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you here. Graduates, parents, family, and friends, it's a pleasure to be here tonight and join in this celebration of success. One of my favorite motivational poems is called The Victor. It was written by C.W. Longnecker, and I'd like to read it to you because I think it applies directly to you. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. For out in the world we find success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win the prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Your diploma tonight is your think you can key. The key to your future, the key to your success is now in your hands. Use it wisely, graduates, and congratulations. Okay. I'd like to introduce Mr. Ron Campo, Chairman of the School Board.
Good evening and welcome. Every time I attend one of these graduations, it gives me a chance to reflect on the students and what they've gone through to get to this point in life, and how lucky you are as students to have the parents and the friends that have helped you get here. And congratulations to you. We're all proud of you so much for what you have done here and what you've accomplished tonight. One of the things that we look at is how the educators, the teachers, and the administrators guide you through life and through these programs. Many of you have been motivated or asked or succumbed to this program for a way to succeed to get your high school diploma. And I was fortunate enough when I was in high school, I went to New York and they had a Regents diploma, and I had a course there for English course, and you had to take a course in your third year. You took your Regents test, and I didn't do so well on that test. I got a 62 on it, never forget it. And I had this teacher who said, "Don't worry, you'll come back in December and take it again and do it." I said, "Yeah, sure. Why would I need an English course? I'm going to be an engineer. My Regents grades and the rest of them were good." And I just never thought of it. And come November, she said, "Well, you're going to take the test." And I said, "Oh, yeah, sure. No, I'm not going to do that. I've got good grades. I can get into school." Well, little did I know that the school I wanted to go to, they expected a Regents diploma. And she kept pushing me a little bit. Comes day of the test, and all of a sudden, I'm in my first period class, and this little old 65-year-old woman comes in there, grabs me by the scuff of the neck, and takes me to the Regents test, and says, "You're going to take it now." And by Jove, I did. I was fortunate enough. I passed it with, I think, a 70 or 69, but I got my Regents diploma and I got into the school. So I've been very fortunate to have administrators and teachers that were willing to help me. And I know that you here have the same opportunity. We are very fortunate to have people like Mr. Parents, Mr. Warren, and definitely Mr. Dolphin for all they have done to get you here. I just want to close in saying that their help doesn't stop right here. As you go on in life and you're looking for careers or colleges or whatever your chosen profession is going to be, if you need that help, they're here to help you. Come back, talk to them. They're more than willing to give you that help that you need to get to your next step and what your goals are in life. On behalf of the school board, I'd like to wish you well. Congratulations, and we are all very, very proud of you for what you have accomplished. Thank you.
This is a technical timeout. Well, good evening. And graduates, you've made it. All the hard work and the long days, the struggles that you faced, and those times when you asked yourselves, is this all worth it? Well, all of that's behind you now. You entered this building tonight as a student. You're going to leave here as a graduate of Londonderry High School. You've taken many different paths to get here this evening, and you've faced many hurdles that many of us will never know. You've overcome obstacles, and you have prevailed. But you haven't gotten here alone. These dedicated professionals here behind me have been by your side. The administration and the school board have all been cheering you on. We all knew that you could do it, even if at times you thought you couldn't. But most importantly are your family and friends who never gave up on you. They've been by your side, and when you faltered, they were there to steady you. When you fell, they were there to pick you up. And tonight, they're all here to celebrate your success. Each of you has a story and a history of how you got to this time and this place in your life. Each of those individual stories and each of those histories, together, weave a tapestry that is our community, the community of Londonderry High School. Just as that tapestry brings beauty into our lives, each of you has enriched our community by being here with us. We thank you for the time that you've spent with us. Your past is in this building, in these halls, in those classrooms. Your future is out through those doors. Go out and make your mark on this world. Use what you've learned here to do good for others, do good for yourselves, and continue to make us as proud of you as we are tonight. Congratulations, good luck, and Godspeed, graduates.
Thank you, Mr. Herman. Mr. Choquette was going to say a few remarks on behalf of the faculty, but he called in sick, which, as you know, Mr. Choquette, I don't think he missed one class if you were all there. So I don't think there are any teachers I want to put on the spot as they all get nervous, unless one of you would like to come up. Or I could speak on the behalf of Mr. Choquette. Tell you, Mr. Choquette's just one great guy. If any of you had to take civics and economics with him, he just has a way with words, and he is just so knowledgeable. And I think he's one of the reasons why our program is so successful. I'll take the moment to kind of brag about our staff. All of these individuals here all teach at Londonderry High School. Okay? And they all teach in our night program. And I think that's what makes our program so successful, because they know a lot of the students already. They've had them before. They know their learning styles. They know their capabilities. They know how to work with them, the comfort level. And I think they're the reason why our program is so successful and continues to grow. And I want to thank them while I have the opportunity right now. And I think we should all give them a round of applause. Thank you very much. As it's already been said previous to me being up here, this whole operation, the adult ed program, happens because of a whole bunch of people that you all see up here before you. But the people that are on the front line delivering the instruction and trying to make you guys continue to love learning are right over there. So they're the key, and you are as well. So at this time, I'm also going to invite up Mr. William Hicks from Campbell High School. We have quite a few students here that are graduating tonight from Campbell High School. So, Mr. Hicks. Thanks. Thank you.
It's tough to be in a program where everybody, you had this speech ready to do, and everybody ahead of you already said all those things they're supposed to. But I'm Bill Hicks, and I work in the Student Support Center with students who struggle in school. And the students that I have here tonight, there are 3 of them, Bianca Phelan, Damian Lacasse, and Maxwell Morlock. All were students at Campbell High School and struggled. And we need to be really pleased. And everybody said how good the programs are here. We are lucky in the state of New Hampshire to have the Londonderry Adult Ed program in this state, and close for Campbell High School, because there are a number of students who just don't fit the same pattern as everybody else. The students before you, not just my 3, but all the students here and the graduating people before this, have an exciting opportunity to try again. The high school experience for them was a tough one. They stuck with it, and tonight, thanks to the Londonderry Adult Ed, and I can't tell you how fortunate that I feel to have Londonderry Adult Ed program available to my students at Campbell High School and the people here at Londonderry. And what I was going to do, obviously, I was going to thank Greg Warren, who heads up this program and does a super job, Cindy Panarello, that I deal with on a regular basis, who helps me with everything I need. Interviewing parents, encouraging students, calls me when students are having a little bit of a difficulty, etc. She's the nuts and bolts behind, and if you know Cindy, which all the graduates do, one of the best people I've ever worked with for helping students succeed. I also wanted to thank all of the school board members and the teachers in this area that let this program happen. This doesn't happen in a lot of places, and the support that's given in this community by the group here in front of you is amazing. So, with all that said, what I'm going to say to the graduates is the other thing that I wanted to say, and they've also said that, is thank you, parents, because without your support, and yes, maybe it hasn't been the easiest route, and not everybody's gone directly like they're supposed to go, and you as parents sometimes feel that, gee, there's something wrong with my child, or it's not going to work out, or I did something as a parent that isn't okay. This is living proof that if we stick with our students, stick with your children, love them, take care of them, encourage them, this is what we get. So I want to say thank you to those parents who stick by their children, and hopefully your children tonight will say thanks, Mom and Dads, for all of the support that you gave us and that you stayed behind us and helped a lot. For the graduates, what I really want to say to them is there are many paths that you're going to be taking from here on. You have an opportunity. High school diploma gets you first step. Second step now is the big world. And we will help. I'm sure people here, you can come back to Campbell High School. We will help you make that next decision. And I want all of you to lead successful and happy lives. I hope that's one of the things that this will bring you as your first step for success. And I am so proud of all of you here even though you weren't my students at Campbell High School, especially my Campbell High School students. And I'll tell you, when I did this in June, last June, we had many more students here from Campbell High School as well who have gone on and done miraculous things. So I expect that all from you, and nice job. Thanks.
Thank you. Next on our agenda, we have a couple student speakers, and I hope you're ready to come up. I know you are. First, we'll have Bianca Phelan. Come on.
Well, I guess no one left any more words for me to say. I'll keep repeating each other. My godmother in 1941 was supposed to graduate from high school, but she never got the chance because she had to go to work for her family. And some of us have to do the same thing. Others took it for a bigger opportunity, and we couldn't have done it without the support of our families and our teachers here at the program. And to the graduates, 2 facts I want to leave with you guys. Youth is the brilliance of life, so take advantage of it and do the best you can. And all you can leave here today is saying that you did it and you succeeded. Proud of you guys.
And I'm still going to stare at Erica and say, our next student speaker is Eddie Anderson. Come on up. This happened to me last time. You don't have anything for me? You want to say something for me? I'm like a medium. Hold on. All right, Eddie, I'll speak on Eddie's behalf. Hi, I'm Eddie Anderson, and I'm really happy to be here. And I just wanted to let you all know, I wanted to first thank all my teachers. They're awesome. I want to thank my parents and my grandparents and everybody who's out there that's helped support me, and all the parents that are out there and the former graduates. And I see a lot of familiar faces out there. And boy, I really didn't know I had this much to say, but I'm doing great. And I do just have to say one thing. Eddie is a great guy. And he, one time, thought I was upset with him, which maybe I was. And he immediately called me up on the phone and said I shouldn't have left or whatever I did. And I thought I was doing the right thing. And I said, well, we'll talk about it. He showed up the very next morning. So I admire him for that. So, and I wish him luck in the future. I wish myself luck in the future because I am Eddie Anderson. So, moving right along, those are our student speakers. Thank you, Eddie. You're welcome. And I think I'm going to introduce our guidance director, Mr. Michael Dolphin, to do the diplomas. Yeah.
I'm lucky enough to announce the diplomas this evening, so what I'm going to ask the students to do is to please start over here, say hi to everybody, come in front of me, go over to the other side of the dignitaries, dignitary side 1 and 2, get your diploma, return to your seat, and then we'll have some closing remarks, and you can see over there's a little reception after for anybody to join us. So, first of all, the best guest speaker of this evening, Eddie Anderson.
Congratulations.
Good, Eddie. Good job. Keep going. Adam Brennan. Nicole Butchman. Good job, Adam. Good to see you. Congratulations. Yeah, you're gonna get your diploma. Area Chetwin. Good job, Nicole. Congratulations. Ian DeLorme. Patrick Devine. Good job, Ian. Congratulations. Invite him. Or whatever. Doesn't matter. Congratulations. Should mention Brittany D. Benedetto couldn't make it tonight, but we want to give her a round of applause as well. One of our wonderful speakers, Bianca Phelan. William Fanjoy. Wonderful job. Nicholas Ferrick. Congratulations. Another one of our students couldn't make it but deserves accolades for Ryan Francor. You did a big round for us. Nicole Georgie. Maxwell Morlock. Not saying her name. Good job. Kayla Peabody. Damian Lacasse. Gianna Spina. You did it, Joe. Hannah Van Ham. Gianna Spina. Erica Wiggins. HVA. Last but not least.
Yeah.
Sing a duet if you want, just the three of us. Mr. Warren's going to have some closing remarks, but Eddie, the floor is open if you want to come up. No?
Anything you'd like to say, Mr. Parent? Okay. All right, I guess the next thing we should really do before I have a few closing remarks is to let Erica sit down. How dare I? Would you like to say something before we leave, Erica? No? You know what we should all do right now, graduates? We should stand up. Okay. Let's not. Graduates, please stand up. Now you gotta move your tassel. Now, you should move your tassel from the left to the right. Remember what we talked about, the L. Okay, now, and then you're gonna, okay, and you are now all graduates. Congratulations. Except you don't have yours on. All right, you may sit. Oh, she's playing. Ms. Panarella, I'm not ready yet. Although you are on cue. I would like my first thank you before I thank a bunch of people is I'd like to thank Ms. Panarella. If you could please come up here, Ms. Panarella, Ms. P, as you know her. This woman is my brain, basically. She is amazing. So, I know you don't like to publicly acknowledge, but too bad. And well, you can have this from if you want. It was the way I hid it here. I'm sure you didn't notice at all. But a card for you and flowers. Thank you. And thank you for all your stuff. Thank you.
Being with each and every one of you, and it's just so great to watch you from September to now. God bless.
Thank you. Yeah, Ms. Panarella is here for all the students. She's here all the time, so she's very good to them. She keeps me posted on what's going on. The thank yous is really a big thank you to everybody. I wanted to get that thank you, especially every member of the school board, Mr. Campo, Mr. Herman, Mr. Robinson, Mr. Young, Mr. LaFerrier, our superintendent, Mr. Greenberg, who helped start this program with the help of the school board, and Mr. What's your name again? Mr. Parent, my principal. I mean, they started this whole thing, so got his hats off to them. Mr. Corey, our new assistant superintendent, all of my fellow administrative staff members who help with all the students during the day, help me out during the day. Thank you. Mr. Hicks from Campbell High School, the custodial staff for doing such a great job setting this place up. It always looks great. Mrs. Robinson for having us live on Leo 21. We may not, we're still live on Leo 21. We're doing great. And her lovely assistants, or handsome assistants, however you would like to phrase that. And then I just want to say, anyone I may have missed, and I'll read off our teaching staff real quick. Mr. Joe McCune, Jim Choquette, Jessica Skillen, Terry Rochelo, Casey Roop, Crystal Rich, Kristen Radford, Joe Nalzinski, Corrine Murphy, Alan LeBranch, Mary Johnson, Scott Green, Amity Ferraro, Ed Burgess, Dan Alexander, and Miss Panarello. That's the staff right there. So I just want to make sure I got to thank you. And thank you for all coming out tonight. Graduates will proceed out as Miss Panarello plays. Come on, your cue, Miss Panarello. Miss Panarello has worked really hard on this, and I want her to, we've been waiting for her. So she's going to do the recessional, and you folks can march on out as graduates. No. Erica. Eddie. Beat him out, kid. And please join us after you get your pictures and all for some refreshments. We have cake, cookies, we have coffee, water, punch, etc. Please join us. Thank you.
Told them if they need pictures to do that, and then give them back to the English majors, drop them in the back row.